Paul in Woodinville, Washington. Hey, Paul, what's on your mind?
Well, previous callers, Tom, are frustrating me greatly. This is how the Democrats will snatch defeat from the jaws of victory with ultra progressive purity and so forth.
You're talking about the concern troll who called during the commercial breaks. As some people listening on commercial stations didn't hear it, but he said that he's very worried that people are going to look at Hillary and say, "Oh, but she lied to us." And I'm, because of the email leak, and I'm like, she's not in the emails, number one, and number two, when did she lie to us? I asked him, and he was like, well, and she talked about Bosnia. Like, oh, geez, I've got a Republican, I got a Republican on the line here doing the concern troll thing, and it's just.
But he was the most extreme. But look, you want to drag Hillary to the left? Vote for a Congress that will present her with progressive legislation.
Exactly.
Tom,
and you, by the way, you can't drag her to the left unless she's in the White House, and you're not going to be able to drag Donald Trump and Mike Pence anywhere.
And if the same would be true if Bernie Sanders had gotten the nomination. I supported Bernie, Tom. I caucused for him. I voted for him. We had a primary as well, and I supported his campaign financially to the degree that I could. He didn't win.
Right.
And the other thing is, I have never liked Debbie Wasserman Schultz. I cannot say that I have reason to dislike her. I don't have, she never appealed to me. But the fact that Bernie did so well, it would be unfair to say he just didn't quite make it over the top because of her. He didn't win.
Right.
And you know what? There are a lot of good, reasonable Democrats who voted for Hillary Clinton. A lot of them. Yep. People in my family who were not persuaded by Bernie Sanders, even though I tried to persuade them. They weren't persuaded. They said, yes, we like him, but, people like my mom said, I really like the things that he says, but I'm not comfortable with some of the socialist stuff. He's not fleshing out to a significant degree what he means by these, how we're going to get to some of the things he says to the free college. And I tried to explain it, but the fact is Bernie made some mistakes, too. And I'll say that's part of what cost him. From my point of view, he made some mistakes. Mm-hmm. But the fact is this. Democrats get in their heads a huge mistake, which was they weren't happy we didn't get a public option in Obamacare, so I'm not voting in 2010. The worst of all years to not vote. That was a census year, yep. And that's when the Republicans redistricted, local legislatures redistricted in all of these Republican states, and that's why we're the position we're in.
Yep.
And so we have 3 elections, this year, 2018, and 2020, to start taking back local legislatures so that we can redistrict. That's a census year. We got those 3 chances. And if you want to have a progressive agenda, then start voting in. Go vote for a progressive down ticket.
And that's my point. Somebody earlier called and said, "What can I do to support the Bernie revolution?" And I said, "Get inside the Democratic Party and promote progressive members of Congress." I mean, and not just Congress, all the way down to dog catcher.
That's what he's saying now.
I know.
That's what Bernie just said last week.
Yep.
And in terms of the convention, I really hope that we get past this part of this email scandal, such as it is, start talking about positive messages and not talk. I would rather not hear a word about Mr. DJT. I really don't want to hear about him. We heard enough about that last week. Let's start talking about who we are, what kind of positive messages we can send for this country, and then get out and vote. The country has not turned upside down. Physics is still physics, and politics is still politics. This country is still largely the same as it has been. We need to vote, and that's the way you win, and that's the way you make changes. I'm tired of and I'm frustrated by the pure scrutiny of Hillary Clinton as some kind of a. Last week they literally had to demonize her, literally in Ben Carson's speech, demonize her, so that somebody like Donald Trump would be a palatable candidate.
Right.
Let's not do that.
Connect her to Lucifer, of all things. Yeah, you're right. I'm with you, Paul. Thank you for the call.
Thank you.
To watch more clips from our programs, hit the Watch More Videos button over here. And please be sure to hit the handy-dandy subscribe button so you'll always be up to date. Tag, you're it.